Welcome back to another episode of Logan's Lowdown. This is the exchange. Today we're exchanging with another brand new guest to Logan's Lowdown. I know this individual through work, and he's actually just been somebody that I've been curious about ever since I'd met him, and now we're finally here with Mr. Brian Miller.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being so game and open to come on and do this thing.
Always. I love it. I love experiencing new things, so it's fun to, attempt something different.
Yeah, absolutely. So if those of you who don't know what the exchange is, let me break it down for you a little bit. The exchange is a sub-series of this, this podcast feed that is Logan's Lowdown. The exchange is a podcast that I did years ago where I did the same thing, where I sat down with guests and interviewed them, got to know them, figured out what makes them unique, and talked to them about everything in between. And we brought it back because I love interviewing people and I love talking to people. So that's what we're doing here on Logan's Lowdown now. So Brian, who are you?
Sure.
That's a big question.
That is a big question, but I love big questions. So I am an American, definitely born and raised here. I do have roots, Hispanic roots that I'm really closely tied to. I love food, especially Hispanic food. I like to getting to know other people and what they have gone through and what makes them special as well.
So it sounds like you and I have a lot of similarity in that then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, conversation brings a lot out of people.
It really does. It really does. And sometimes, working with somebody, you do discuss things here and there, and you in between tasks or responsibilities at work, you get to know people little by little over time, but sometimes you just want to do this, sit down, go out to eat with somebody, get a drink with somebody, and just talk it out.
Exactly.
So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we are.
We've met.
I think it's been a year and a half now.
Yeah. So you started at so Brian and I both work at an institution, and you started about a year ago?
August 29th.
Okay. Wow, you know the day. That's my mother's birthday.
Really?
Yes, I think. My sister and my mom's birthday one is after the other.
Yeah.
And I used to think it was August 26th that was my sister's birthday and August 27th was my mom's, but in recent years I found out that is not true. And I think my mom's is the 29th and my sister's is the 28th.
See, with my mom, it's kind of hard to forget. She's 2 days before me. So
oh, really?
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
18th. April 18th.
Oh, that's right. We're both April guys.
We are?
Yes, we discussed this last week, remember?
Oh, no. I don't
I'm April 4th. We're both Aries. What? Remember we had that whole discussion?
I think so. I don't know. Sometimes I forget.
I have a horrible memory.
I have a pretty good memory. That's weird that I forgot that.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have a good memory?
Yes, I do.
Like how good?
Well, most of the time I can remember very detailed conversations, which is weird that I forgot that one. I don't know why.
Yeah, it was a whole moment. We hugged and everything. You don't remember this?
I don't remember.
This happened at your place of work.
I feel like you're lying to me.
No, I'm not lying to you.
That blanked out. What was I doing? I think I was too excited that you were there. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's true.
That might have been it.
Brian and I work at different branches at this institution. And every once in a while, when someone's short, when someone calls out, when someone's on vacation, the branches rely on each other to staff. And I got the honor and privilege to go and work at Brian's branch, and it's always a pleasure. I love that branch, and everybody involved. Hopefully they're listening to this, so shout out to those guys.
I'll let them know. I told them I'm on this today.
Heck yeah.
So yeah,
Heck yeah.
They'll listen to it.
Very exciting. So I went to your branch last week and we had some fun. You left me though.
I did.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. The first time I had to go take care of some horses. And the second time I had to go to a party, so sorry.
A party?
Yeah, a party. I won't delve into that though.
Okay, yeah. That's fine. But the horses, you did that through the work event, right?
Yeah, work event.
Okay.
We were cleaning fences. It was a great time.
Yeah? The pictures looked like you guys had a lot of fun. Yeah. I'm scared of horses.
Really?
I'm so scared of horses.
I kind of used to be, but so one time I got kicked in the chest by one.
What?
And I flew back. Yeah. This was back when I was like 7.
You got kicked in the chest by a horse.
Yes, because I was trying to jump it from the back.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Don't do it. I don't recommend it.
What?
Yeah, so I just was really scared of them. We used to ride them back in the day, but I just haven't messed with them since the
Getting kicked?
yeah, this is basically, yeah.
So, man, what a story that is.
It's a rough one.
I got bucked off of a horse when I was young.
Oh.
I mean, I was probably 12, but young enough for it to scare. Or sorry, I wasn't bucked off completely, but the horse bucked, like went up on its hind legs, and I was on its back, and I was. After that, like that was me like getting on the horse about to ride it, not like after we had finished riding. Yeah. So since then, I have not been on a horse since. And one of my dad's coworkers at the time had a ranch in South Carolina when we lived in South Carolina. And we would go there like every weekend because it was just my dad and his coworkers getting together. They would ride horses and drink and cook out. And it was always it was a vibe. Yeah. And I finally got the courage to get up on a horse. And of course, when I got on it, their dog ran from underneath and behind the horse, and it freaked the horse out. Stood straight up, and as soon as it landed and calmed down, I was like, "Get me off this thing! I'm not doing this. This is dumb."
Yeah, horses are pretty dangerous. They have a lot of power behind them. They can do a lot to you. So
I don't know if it's a fear thing on my end or more of just like a respect, kind of like.
I feel like it had to be respect.
I'm not like afraid of a horse, but like when I see one, I'm like, "Ooh, that's a beast."
It is a beast. They could outrun you. They could trample you.
They could kill you if they had the intent.
Yeah, dude, it's a dangerous animal, definitely. But we still love them to this day. So
yeah, for sure.
We have a whole like farms just around here just for horseback riding, just to train and everything like that. So they're pretty. They're good to look at. They're just expensive to maintain as well.
Wow, very interesting. And then so you've just always been, and every time I've either worked with you or seen you in an event or just been around you, I'm just like, I don't know what it is. I really don't. But I'm like, God, that Brian guy he's just an interesting cookie. I don't know what makes me feel that way, but every time I'm around you, I'm like, I just want to know who this dude is.
I think it's because I always have at least nothing really affects me. Like I really have a great attitude towards life. Even though, bad things do happen in life all the time, but you have to kind of push through it, sorts, and see the good in everything. So that's how I live life. I don't let anything really affect me. So
I'm very jealous of that, if I'm being honest. I think that's one of my biggest flaws, if I'm being honest, is that I kind of let things get to me. And whether it's the little things at work or just, out and about, someone cuts me off. Like I think like death on that person. Yeah. And it like ruins like the next 5 to 10 minutes of my life. Whereas I know a lot of people like yourself that just don't care. They just like, oh, that happened. And like, yeah, I got fired up. But for people like you, like 10 seconds versus 10 minutes. Yeah. Like I'm jealous. Have you always been like that? Just very level headed?
Yeah, I've been pretty level headed. I'm almost a pretty calm kid. I try not to get in trouble as much as possible, but I really haven't had I haven't gotten riled up, even though, which is weird. So I think about this often. Aries, not to bring, what is that called?
Sign?
Astrology? Yeah.
Yeah, astrology.
Into it. But Aries is supposed to be more fired up, even though I can get fired up, but not towards other people. It's just like internally I can focus that on myself to motivation or instead of aggression, basically.
What happens? What is something that would rile you up? Like if I snap my fingers and that thing happened right now, what would it be?
This room was dirty. if it was disorganized, that would rile me up pretty bad. But it's not, so it looks great.
That's the deal too. My first interaction with Brian was when he helped my branch out when we were short staffed, and he came in, and this was like you were brand new, it was like a week in or 2 weeks in, and you came in and just reorganized our entire situation.
Yeah, I did. Oh man.
There were times that Brian would like bring me something and he'd be like, hey, you guys have one of these. And we were like, yeah. And you're like, why? I'm like, I don't know. We just do. And you're like, I'm throwing it away. And I'm like, okay. And honestly, there's a lot of things that Brian did that are still there to this day.
Yes.
Because you got a knack for organizing stuff. You're an organized dude. Have you always been that way as well?
No, it's actually one of my flaws, I feel like, is not being organized enough, which is really sad to say. But like with documents, I try to be as organized as possible. With files or just paper in general, I try to be organized as possible. But if you look at my tools, the things that gets used very constantly, like a lot, I use tools a lot. They are very disorganized. But that's like the biggest thing in my life that's organized is my tool chest. So, which I hate. I hate it so much. But
why? Why do you hate it?
Because I can't find anything once it's disorganized. Because usually when I have a project, I just do something really quickly and then I put it back, or just throw it in the top, and then it gets all mixed up into there and gets lost basically. And I have to buy new tools, and that's part of the problem too. I lose it, and then I find it, and then I buy new ones.
So you're talking about tools? Are you a big handyman?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
So I renovated the bathroom. I'm renovating one right now, or half. I did all the electrical for it, but I'm too busy to do the rest of it. But the previous bathroom I did the whole thing. So that was tile, that was the vanity, that's putting shiplap on the walls and ceilings. We soldered copper tubing for the plumbing and all that. So that took a lot of my time, and I couldn't do it this time.
Where did you learn that? How did you learn that stuff?
So my dad was in construction. He didn't teach me, but I think it runs in the family.
You just know how to do stuff.
Being able to do stuff. That's been my job since I was a kid.
Really?
Just because I was technically the only man for the longest time. I have two older sisters, so I was the baby, so I had to learn how to do the quote unquote man stuff.
Yeah.
I learned from a young age to do like car oil changes, tires, spark plugs, and just stuff around the house, like fixing. If there was ever a clog in anything, I'd have to fix that. If there was ever a leak anywhere, I had to fix that.
So you're a guy to call.
Yeah.
Dang.
I am the one that my family all calls me.
Really?
Yes.
Dang.
I have them basing on speed dial. And my friends too, even though most of the times I do it just out of generosity. Like my friends, the one I just went to, he didn't have any bath fans in any of his bathrooms. His was built in the 50s or something.
Yeah.
So I went, and just one day I bought him bath fans and I just installed them. Like I just did it. I just wanted him to have it, just because he didn't have them. He wanted them. Like I told him, hey, why don't you have bath fans? He was like, well, it just didn't come with the house. I was like, if you want to, I can install it. He's like, really? I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, that's cool. So I did it.
Wow. You're a genuine dude, Brian.
I try to be.
That's really nice of you. So that's one of my biggest regrets also is my dad similarly has always been in construction, and he knows how to do everything. I mean, I don't want to take it away from myself at all, because I definitely assisted. But I mean, everything that's in here right now, my dad had a part of. Like, he mounted my TV, he hung up the fan, him and I and Catherine, we built that entryway table that's over there, that all that stuff's sitting over there.
That's really nice, actually. I did not know. That does not look hand built. That looks
we built that. Yeah, we built that. What's it called?
Runner.
Why is it shiny? What's it called? Lacquer. We lacquered it ourselves. We did a lot, and there's other stuff throughout the house that he had a part in. He helped me hang all the fans. He helped me install the Ring cameras and doorbells and stuff that, he knows how to do everything. Electrical, plumbing, everything, tile. And so there were plenty of opportunities for me to learn, and he never forced me. He was like, hey, why don't you come watch me do this or help me do this so you know how to do it? And unfortunately, I was just always like, nah. Yeah. And I just didn't do it. And now, as an adult, when I need help hanging something up, just as simple as that calendar over there on the back wall, I feel bad calling him, because I feel like he is thinking God, like you had the opportunity to learn this when you were younger.
I don't think.
But of course, like he's my dad. He assures me that it doesn't bother him at all.
Yeah.
But it's got to, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, coming out of your way. It does bother me when my family asks me to do something.
it does bother you?
Sometimes. It depends how busy my schedule is for that day.
Yeah.
Like one time my brother-in-law's starter went out in
Yeah.
his truck, and I had a lot of that was an exam week, and I had a lot to do that day, but I was upset, but I still went to go help him because he had to go to work the next day. But it passes. It's not something, especially for family. It's not something you would hate to do.
Yeah.
Because it's helping you out, But a tip: this is just drywall. You can always just fix it,
Yeah.
So it's not. If you want to try something, that's the best way to learn it. Is just try it. That's how I learned most of my stuff. My dad never taught me anything either. I just had to do it, so I just tried it until I got it.
That's a badass attitude. I'm not gonna lie. It's a go-getter.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not afraid of much.
No. Well, yes, but
Well, afraid might not be the right word. Are you intimidated by much? Is that a worse word than afraid?
better word.
Intimidated
I'm not
is better?
intimidated by much.
So do you do all your own like oil changes and everything?
Yeah. I should just do one at my friend's house.
I'd really like to learn that.
That's easy.
Really?
I have some stuff in the truck right now.
Want to go out and do it right now? I just got
Yeah.
I kind of need an oil change. No, I don't. No, I just got one maybe 2 months ago.
I'll let you borrow the ramps. I have ramps in the back. That is $50. I say you should buy just
Really?
to start. Yeah.
I'd love to learn.
Do you have any like tools at all?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'll show you my tools after this. It's kind of pathetic.
That's okay.
All my tools are
Hey, you can get
hand-me-downs from my dad when he's gotten new tools, or like when I moved out of the house, he's like, you should probably have a hammer, so here's a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
I got my first electric cordless drill for Christmas last year.
Awesome.
I've used it only a couple times, but I love it.
Yeah. No, it's good.
It makes me feel like a man. Like it makes me feel like I'm an adult more than a man. Just like,
Yeah.
hey, I've got a drill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an adult.
Exactly.
Like, welcome to my house. There's my drill.
I did this. I hung this up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have much claim to fame or anything, but I did help build that table, which was,
That's
it wasn't
nice. I know
difficult.
Woodworking takes a long time, especially just like measuring and stuff like that. That's actually really impressive.
My dad knows how to do literally everything. He might be the smartest person in my life.
Really?
Easily.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
It takes a lot, to be honest with you. I see. So these people that came to my house and renovated, the way that they can like, easily just measure and cut and do something like in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, so in my kitchen, there's a wall between the living room and the kitchen. Not like this, but there's like a wall here. I was like, I want that gone. I turned around. They already cut off all of it. I came back. They were installing headers.
Some people just know.
Yeah.
It's just in their blood.
Yeah.
Like me putting those blacked out
Emblem?
Chevy emblems on the car. I did that myself,
Yeah.
and I had to call my parents and let them know I did it myself and how proud of I was that I did it myself, even though it required no work. And I almost asked if he would help me with it because I feel like I'm almost too reliant. No, I don't want to say too reliant, but like I watched a YouTube video and the guy explained it very easily. Like, here's how you do it. It's super simple. Do this to peel it off. Do that to put it on. And I was like, that looks really easy. But just knowing me, I would mess it up somehow, and it would make me. It's almost just like a comfort thing. Like, hey, Dad, come watch me do this. I know how to do it.
Yeah.
But stand next to me in case I'm about to screw up, so you can stop me and put me on the right path. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. No, some of that stuff is dangerous. Actually, one time when I was in this truck, I was replacing. What was I replacing? Oh, the brakes. I was replacing the brakes in the back. And I jacked it up from a bad spot, and the truck actually fell down almost on my leg. And I was by myself, and I try not to do it anymore, especially with big things like that could literally squish me. I try not to do that by myself anymore. So that's why I got the ramps. And if it's really a big job, like maybe the brakes or changing out transmission fluid or anything like that, I do take it to a shop so that one time and two safety. So,
Yeah. For sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn. Jealous.
Jealous of how much
I'm not useful in any way.
They're pretty useful, right?
I mean, I'm not going to beat myself up or anything.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm more, as much as I hate this term, artsy than most dudes. I'm what you would call a beta male.
Yeah, no, but yeah.
I'm not like a manly dude by like any sense of the word. I don't give a damn about sports. Like, sure, I watch them. I support the local teams, but like, oh, they lost. All right, moving on. Like, some people like harp still on like the Falcons losing the Super Bowl a few years ago to the Patriots. I mean, it was embarrassing, but like, I went on with my life. Whereas like a lot of my friends like took that shit with them. Like a few weeks ago when the Braves got knocked out of the finals or whatever, the playoffs. Yeah. Like a lot of my friends that like really hurt them, and I was like, get over it. It's a game. True. But I've never been like attached to a sports team. Like I'm sure a lot of my friends have, like their whole lives have been Braves fans. So like they've followed the Braves for decades. So to see them in the playoffs, the fact that they won the World Series a few years ago, like I'm sure that's like some of the best moments of their life.
True.
But to me, I'm just like, it's a game.
Yeah, I'm same there. Mostly I like to go watch them just because friends. Yeah. And we get to spend time together doing something in common.
Agreed.
But I do not watch a lot of TV.
No, not a lot of TV in general.
Yeah, no.
So what do you? So you're in school right now. When you're not schooling and you're not working, what are you doing?
Something around the house.
Really?
Yeah, like construction or renovating, or go to my sister's house and do something. There's something for me to do. Usually I technically do work for 4 houses. No, 4. I'm gonna say 4. 5. The 5th one kind of stopped. We stopped. I just stopped doing stuff at their house. I go to my sister who lives in Ackworth. I go to my other sister who lives in Kennesaw, and then I have one that lives in Ackworth as well. That's my brother-in-law's mom. So there's always something to do between those houses, like maintenance, or if they want to switch a light out, or if they want to add a switch somewhere else. So I have a lot of things.
Dang.
Yeah. And plus, it's normal every day.
You're in the wrong industry, bro.
Me?
Yeah. So what did you do? Okay, so where'd you go? When did you graduate high school?
17.
Okay. Where did you go to high school at?
Woodstock High.
Okay, yeah. That's right. We talked about that too.
Yep.
So right after high school, you graduated high school. What then? What happened immediately after high school?
College.
Okay.
But college was a little too much college for me.
Yeah.
It was too party.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Party face?
Party face.
Dude, I do not get that vibe. No offense. Really? You don't give me like
thank you.
Party hard vibes.
I partied too hard.
Really?
And then got mature.
And you what?
I got mature after that. It was a lot of
dang, so it was a different Brian.
Yeah, 100%. I've grown up since then. Even though it's only been 3 years? 3 years. I've grown up a lot since then.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you ever go back and relive the glory days though? No. Like if you were with the right people, would you party down again, or are you completely disconnected from that?
Completely disconnected. I mean,
really?
Like this past party,
so it was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Really, it was a problem.
Yes.
Damn.
That's the reason why I didn't do too hot in the first actually 2 years was because of partying. So I stopped. I don't do that anymore.
Where'd you go?
I went to Armstrong. That became Georgia Southern.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Statesboro, though, that place is wild.
Yes, that was a good time.
A lot of people go there and never go back.
Exactly. Every time somebody comes in saying that they went to Georgia Southern and graduated,
yeah,
like, good job.
You made it, bro.
I wish I could do the same.
So you did school there for a couple years, and then I assume you dropped out.
I dropped out 2 years, I think. I didn't go to school, and then I became a paralegal through connections, and then I wanted to go back to school to attempt to become an attorney because it was fun. It was just a lot of work as well, and then I decided that would take a lot of my time from family and friends, so I decided to do finance. So party hard, you drop out of school, yeah,
and then paralegal?
Mm-hmm.
How does that so you said through a connection, right?
Yeah.
So what kind of work did you do? If I'm being honest, I don't even really know what a paralegal is.
So we do a lot of the background stuff for attorneys. So like, do you know what a deposition is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do like notes for the deposition. I'd actually be in the deposition with the attorney.
Okay.
So if there's anything that I heard from the opposing party, I would write it down in my notes while the attorney's strictly just talking or asking questions to either the plaintiff or the defendant. So stuff like that, and then organizing papers, speaking with the clients, and yeah.
What's the coolest case you've been involved with?
Murder.
Can you say?
Murder.
Murder?
Yeah, but that's it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's all you can say? Yeah, I understand.
Yes.
Dang, murder though?
Yes.
Did they do it? I'm just kidding. You can't say anything.
No, I can say it.
Oh.
Say it. Yeah, they did do it.
They did commit the murder?
They were caught, but yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Man, sometimes I think I went into the wrong world too. Like watching I'm a documentary nerd.
Mm-hmm.
I love documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a recent obsession. Only over the last like couple years did I really start watching documentaries.
Yeah.
Because the first documentary I ever watched was a documentary about Fire Festival. You know what Fire Festival is? Or Firefest? Or what it was supposed to be?
Yeah, basically my college years.
Yeah. You knew what Firefest was. You wanted to go probably.
No,
You party animal.
Was it? When did that come out? Like 2017?
It was like it was before COVID. It was like a couple years before COVID. It was like 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. So I just, for an hour and a half, learned about something I've never learned about before. Mm-hmm. And my friends were like, yeah, that's what a documentary does. It's literally an informative movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So then I went on this binge and just watched all these murder documentaries on Netflix and HBO. And now I'm obsessed with it. Anytime I see a new documentary, I'm like, ooh, if it's something I'm even just genuinely a little bit interested in, I will watch it. Yeah. Absolutely. Like I just watched this documentary last night about the world's most hardcore haunted house, or the United States' most controversial haunted house.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, dude.
I feel like it's killed people.
They like torture people. You sign up to be tortured for as long as you can survive without tapping out. Like they'll blindfold you, duct tape your mouth, they tie you up and hang you upside down. It is legit like a torture chamber, but you pay to do it. And if you survive a certain amount of time, they will give you 20 grand.
Dang. That's pretty cool.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I want to try that.
And the dude I think is in prison though, because I think he touched.
It's done.
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
That's still a challenge. I would have tried it.
I need to, although, I don't even remember what the name of it was, but it was on Hulu. Hulu Murder. No, God. Oh, it was like Monster in the House or something inside. There it is. Hulu Monster Inside. America's most extreme haunted house. McCamey Manor in Summertown, Tennessee.
Summertown, Tennessee. Oh.
Yep.
When did it close down?
Is it still active? Let's see.
If it's still active, I want to go. I want to get that 20,000.
It's considered a pioneer of extreme haunted attractions. It was moved to 2017. The house operates year-round, offering visitor tours that can last up to 8 hours.
You want to take a week off? Take 3
and
days
just try to go get 20 grand, split it 50-50?
I'm down. Yeah.
Or would we each get 20 grand?
If we both make it all the way, yeah.
No.
Only one of us has to make it.
Brian, I'm a little bitch, kind of. Like, I would, listen, I love scary movies. Yeah. I love Halloween. I love the whole season. Mm-hmm. But I hate haunted houses.
Yeah.
Like, I hate.
As long as they don't, like, really touch me or, like, come at me with something, like they're about to, attack me, I'll be fine.
I just want to like watch you go through a haunted house because, like you said earlier, like nothing phases you. No, so you just walk through and a guy's like, ah, and you're just like,
yeah. My sister does hide behind me at haunted houses.
Really?
She will grab me and like pull me in front. So I guess that could. I don't know. I'm not really affected by it.
You should make that a service that you offer. Like stand outside haunted houses and be like, hey, if you're really scared, for $5, I'll go in there with you, and just offer that. Yeah. You'd make money.
You think so?
Oh. And you'd be a ladies' man.
Yeah.
Girls would be all over it.
Have you been to the paranoia?
I've not been that. Clearly.
That's the last one I went to. You don't go to any haunted?
I will not do it.
Have you been to a haunted maze or scary
That's
maze?
even worse.
I love that one. That was so fun.
Really?
Yeah, because it's come out of the corn.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Yeah. I think it's a good time. I actually enjoy it because like everybody else screams and it just makes me like it just
makes you laugh because you just hear it from like across the maze. You just hear like you're like that's funny.
Yes, it does make me laugh.
Oh, dude, I hate him. You know, Austin.
Which one?
From
Ackworth?
No, not Ackworth. Kennesaw.
Kennesaw.
Austin Earwood.
Oh yes.
Have you met him?
Yeah, we were in the same class. Yeah.
Oh yes, no. That's a different Austin. That's assistant manager Austin.
Oh, that Austin.
Yeah, other Austin.
Sorry,
FSS
I
Austin.
didn't mean it. I got confused with the last names. I'm sorry.
Wow. Well, that Austin, he works at Fright Fest at Six Flags.
Does he really?
Yeah, and he dresses up as like a zombie every weekend and works the haunted houses and everything. And he just loves doing it.
Yeah.
He'll send me Snapchats of him like in the makeup chair, and he's just zombied out. He loves it.
Yeah. I don't think I could be participating in a haunted house. I don't think I'm scary enough. I would just be kind of like moseying around, to be honest.
You just feel like,
Yeah, I could be a zombie or something. Just,
you could be. God, dude, he loves it. Like the pictures he posts, I'm like, good God, man.
Yeah. I've never actually.
Someone you would not expect like works at a haunted house.
That's very true. I did not expect it at all.
No, like if you just like worked with him at a branch, you'd be like, this guy dresses up and scares people at Six Flags.
True. That is different. I've actually never met anybody that participated in a haunted house.
Neither have I until Austin, but I will not do it.
No.
Even if you gave me, if you gave me 10 grand, I'd go. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you were like, Logan, a bunch of us are getting together, like I have FOMO, but I will not go. I won't do it.
It's that bad?
I hate haunted houses.
Yeah.
I just like, I kind of like you, like, I don't want them to come at me.
Yeah.
Like if someone pops out, like, cool, we scare each other at work all the time. I mean, I got scared twice today because someone was hiding behind something. Like we do it. It's good fun at work, but like in the setting and it's dark and the music and the like, lights are flashing and someone's just like, like, I'll tell you this, if you go to a haunted house with me, you're going to hear more curse words than you've ever heard in your entire life.
Would you ever attack anybody? Like, would you accidentally punch somebody if they like came out at you?
That's not my reflex.
Not
My
your
reflex is just like, fuck, that shit, God, look. Like,
Yeah.
if you hate GDs and like Jesus Christs and stuff, like you wouldn't like going to a haunted house with me because it's just like Jesus Christ, like, like it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like know the filter comes off if I'm in a haunted house. I haven't been in one in probably close to anywhere from 5 to 8, 9 years. I've not been.
Yeah.
Catherine also doesn't like him either, so that's my plus. If someone asks us to go as like a couple thing, I'm like, Catherine doesn't like him. Just lie and get out of it. Well, it's technically not a lie. She doesn't like him.
Yeah, so it helps you out.
Yeah, absolutely. Goodness, I feel like we just touched on like 6 different subjects.
Yep.
How did we get to haunted houses?
Oh no.
Documentaries.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yes. So, because you're telling me about paralegal.
Yes.
So I am obsessed with documentaries now. And when I watch these guys in these court cases in the courtroom, I'm just fascinated.
Yeah.
Just like by the whole process, like from the arguments on both sides, like the jury, like you are putting like, if you think about our judicial system,
Lives.
you are putting these people's lives, if they did do these things, they deserve the punishment. But if they truly were innocent and you are convicted of a crime you did not commit, that is awful.
Yeah. So that's the main reason why we stepped away from like criminal cases. We do, or sorry, not we. I used to do more employment litigation now, or back then. That was because it was mostly harassment and stuff like that.
Like sexual harassment and stuff like that.
So that was stuff you can like really prove, but it won't ruin lives. Somebody might get demoted, right?
Yeah.
Somebody might.
Someone might get fired.
Yeah, somebody might get fired, but it won't ruin their life.
But they're not going to be behind bars for the rest of their life.
Exactly. You're not fighting for their lives. You're fighting
Can you
for
go to prison for
righteous-
stuff like that?
for harassment?
Like for sexual harassment?
I don't think at the level of what we were doing, but if you were to really, I think put hands or attempt to,
Like if
get
you were
your
like
way.
a person that went like bounced to every department and just like molested somebody on that level, could you go to jail for that? For molestation? Rape, right? People are in prison for rape, right?
That would be the rape thing, 100%. But I, to be honest, would think that to get fired or
Yeah, definitely fired.
by the second time at least, because usually they have a no policy on it.
Oh yeah, for
First
sure. Most
time-
companies, if not all companies, are just like, hey,
Nope.
no
Get out.
rape, no
just
sexual harassment.
Exactly, no sexual harassment. So yeah, it happens actually more times than one. Usually, so we do discrimination as well. Do you know what EEOC?
No.
Equal Employment Opportunity Commission.
Yes.
So when we did first orientation, it's based on genetic identity, harassment, sexual orientation. No, not orientation. Shoot, I forget. It's like 6 things, but it's basically if you were to discriminate based on any of those factors for employment. So if you were trying to go for promotion, they felt that you were discriminated based on those 6 factors. You could file against it and try to fight your way through it.
Do people win those a lot?
Yeah, we used to win them all the time.
Really?
Oh, sorry, no, I can't say that. We won a majority of them. We fought hard
For the clients, yeah.
for the clients. So yeah, it was.
Yeah, it happens a lot more places than you think.
No, 100%.
A good friend of mine works at a
Yeah.
company where they found out a top level executive was just molesting. Not molesting, but
Yes,
crossing the line
very often.
for a lot of people and like threatening people to, if they told anybody they wouldn't get a raise, stuff like that, like real high level shit.
That's bad.
And they just showed up at his door one day and said, "You're out. Get the hell out of here." When they found out, when enough people came forward about it, or I think it was even when one person came forward about it, they just, so I don't know the details, and I obviously can't name the company, but he was like, "Dude, do I have some shit to tell you?"
Yeah, definitely. The thing is too about that stuff is it's based on state or federal. So we mostly dealt with government, which is through federal court. So they have their laws don't change state to state federally. It's the same basically for the whole thing. So I would have clients like in California, Florida, Ohio, stuff like that. So we had a big range. So we definitely had a lot of cases coming in that we fought, and most of the time won.
So did you travel a lot doing that?
Yes, we did travel a lot. So you would have to fly, and it was during COVID. So actually, the federal sector was really fast in implementing the virtualness of everything. Yeah, so it was really fun. Zoom calls and stuff like that. They didn't use Zoom, or sometimes they did, but
Did that take I don't want to say that this stuff was fun, but did it take the fun out of it to do it on Zoom? Like, is it just different being there in the courtroom, like face to face with the clients?
yes, criminal was really fun in the courtroom. Criminal was more in the state, so that was really fun. Sometimes the criminals would like one time we were at one, and they actually jumped the podium. So they ran into the crowd and was trying to get away. So that's pretty fun. You can't really do that on Zoom.
No, you can't.
But yeah,
You're kind of stuck.
most of the state ones are still in person. A lot of federal stuff is virtual.
Wow.
It's still dramatic. I loved being a paralegal. There was a lot of drama all the time. It was really fun to figure out the clues and put the puzzles together.
Sure.
That was a good time. But like I said, it just took a lot of my mental capacity.
Oh yeah, for sure. Probably put some
Strength.
gray hairs on your head for sure.
Oh no.
Do you have a couple?
I don't got any gray hairs. No gray hairs.
So you stopped being a paralegal. Is it like a certification? Like, are you always a paralegal, or is it just like a job title?
To be honest, because you don't have to technically get a certification for paralegal. They like it. To be honest, almost mandated, but you don't have to. Like I said, I had connections, so I could easily.
Sure.
Not easily. Sorry, I still had to show my stripes, but I was able to get in there and start from the bottom and work my way up to a paralegal, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah. So you stopped being a paralegal, and so what prompted you to say? You said you wanted to go. Oh, you said you wanted to do something that's going to require less time and less stress. So you decided finance was the way to go.
Sure.
And that's what brought you to our company.
Closer to family, yes. I didn't want to be away all the time, and I want to leave it, since I worked from home, I wanted to leave it at work basically wanted to leave work at work. So that was a big plus too. And plus having more time to actually finish schooling was another motivation, because as I was doing a paralegal, it was really hard to switch between, being on the computer almost like 16 hours a day is kind of rough. So did that. And then finance, my family does a lot of financial things, and so do all my friends. So not to say I joined the bandwagon, but I did always have interest in finance. Like I opened up my first brokerage account when the day I turned 18. So just always been into finance. I actually do my family's finances.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
You say don't tell them?
Yeah, don't tell me. But yeah, I organized my mom's finances, and then I organized my nephew's finances. I told you a little bit about him earlier. Yep. So I'm the one he comes to ask questions about, can I afford this? Like he bought a 2022 Honda Accord, and I was helping him almost the whole way through which car to buy, looking for the best interest rates. He didn't use us, by the way. Sorry. Yeah. So, just stuff like that. I try to help my family out as much as possible.
Sure. You're a good guy, Brian.
I really try.
Man, dude, I have so many questions about your party phase. No. Won't talk about it?
I won't talk about it.
Damn, Brian.
It's a past life I don't live anymore.
Damn. Would you talk about it off air?
No.
Damn. So it was that bad, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Damn.
I don't recommend, if you're in college right now, focus on school, okay?
Damn, that's the message for the kids right there. Focus on school. Man, Brian, that makes me just, my mind is going, I'm just picturing you. Mm-hmm. Sorry if I'm bringing it. I don't want to make it this deep, but are you, that's not the right word. Are you scarred from it? Like, are you traumatized by it? Or was it that bad?
Not per se traumatized, but it definitely does bring back bad emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just regret, I guess. I'm not really regretful, but that is one of the times I do regret actions I took in my life.
Sure. Yeah. Damn, man. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but I'm glad it put you where it put you.
Yes, it did motivate me a lot, because not to say I was at the bottom, but I did fall pretty hard.
Yeah.
And I shot back up.
That's good, man. That's good. Not a lot of people come back up. Mm-hmm. A lot of people stay down there at the bottom.
True.
Started from the bottom and now you're here.
No, I'm halfway. Yeah.
Now I'm halfway. So you don't watch a lot of TV.
No.
When you do watch TV, what are you watching?
Whatever my friends are watching, to be honest. I don't
you really don't dabble in much TV?
No. Basically, they say, have you seen this new thing? And I'll be like, okay, let me give it a shot when I have free time. And that's it. I usually get an episode or two in. I'm done.
Huh. Yeah. I've found myself lately watching less and less TV, but now I'm going through, it kind of comes and goes, but right now I'm going through a video game phase where all I want to do is play video games.
Yeah.
I think about it when I'm at work. I think about it when I'm not at home. It's just like a phase, but like a few years ago, like I didn't care. Like I just played maybe a game, maybe once a week, if that. Like for a long time, like my Xbox or PlayStation just like sat there and collected dust for a long time. And I was like, but more recently over the past few months, like that's all I've been thinking about is just video games. Do you do that at all?
Yeah, not really. I wish I played more, but I don't have enough time to. Game I really love is Apex. I started that back when I was in college when I had more time to do it.
Are you good?
No. No, I want to say I'm good. But I do like to play it occasionally, like at the party before everybody got there. I got there on Friday and the party started Saturday. I did play some Apex just because I had free time, basically. And that's it. I don't really play often. I play when I can, and that's it. There's no set time or consistency in it. It's just whenever I can.
Dang.
Yeah. I'm really not in front of a screen, except for at work.
Well, that's good, man. I mean, I was talking a few episodes ago. I talked to a friend, and we were talking about how we kind of just transition from one screen to the next.
Yes, I thought about that too.
Isn't that crazy to think about? I mean, so you wake up, you probably use your phone as an alarm. Most people do at this point. So you wake up, you probably look at your phone, check it, make sure everything's okay. Nothing happened overnight. No one died. No emergencies. Nothing crazy. Mm-hmm. and then you put it down, you get ready for work, you get in the car, and there's a screen in your car. Usually, if you have a newer car, I think cars past 2012 have screens in them now, maybe 2011. What year's your Avalanche?
03.
God, so there's not a screen in there.
I put a screen in there.
Did you?
Yes.
So you got a screen in your car, and then we transitioned to work where a lot of us sit in front of a computer screen for 8-9 hours a day, sometimes 10 or 11, depending on what industry you're in. You get home, you play on your phone more, you might watch TV, you might play video games, and after you do that, you're going to get into bed and likely watch TV or play on your phone, and it's just like screen to screen to screen to screen to screen.
True. See, the thing our family does, because I think they do it a lot as well. My sister's in an accountant, and she works a lot from the computer. We have one day a year that we go out and we go camping with nothing but tents. And that's it. So no phones, no service, no anything, and we just hang out as a family.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we don't use a lot of our phones very often. When we're together with family, we're together with the family, and that's it. Even at work, I don't use my phone very often. Usually for alarm, when I'm watching videos to figure out how to do something. Yeah, that's really it.
And you don't have social media?
No, I do, but I don't have them on my phone.
Damn.
So actually, that's a funny thing. They at the party, they have a party group chat that I had no idea about. They added me to it, I think 2 years ago, and they're like, "Did you get that thing I sent you on Snapchat?" And I was like, "What? I haven't had Snapchat in a few years." And they're like, "That's why you haven't been responding to our messages." I was like, "Yeah, I don't have it."
Dang. Yeah. Man, you're probably a better person than most of us.
I don't think so.
Maybe not a better person, but like you have a very in terms of this generation. I mean, you're an outlier.
Yes, I am an outlier,
and that's and it's a good thing because I also just am an addict. I'm always staring at a screen, and I'm part of the problem. I mean, as soon as you leave, I'm going to get on my computer and throw all this data in the computer. I'll let it process. Maybe I'll do it more over the course of the week. I'll probably get on my phone and figure out what I'm going to have for dinner. I'll probably turn on the TV.
Well, productivity is not a bad thing. Like I'm going to go home and probably do homework as well.
Yeah,
it's
but
the quote unquote time wasting. I think I have more of a problem. Not a problem with. It's not a big problem. If you have time for it, you got time for it. But it's something that you should be aware of and mindful that you are just wasting time on your.
Oh, absolutely. Brain. That's part of it. Is I know that when I'm doing it, I could be doing probably something more. I could go take an online course. Which would make me be on the screen, but it is time wasting for me to sit there and scroll on TikTok. It's a waste of time. I should probably delete it if I'm honest. But
yeah, I had TikTok for 3 months and I deleted it. I couldn't do it. It was too much.
I should probably do that, honestly. I honestly have TikTok still because I post clips on TikTok. So,
yeah.
Hi, TikTok. But, yeah, I mean, right now my wife's going through a social media hiatus. She's been a little anxietied up lately, and she decided to take those apps off of her phone. Didn't delete the accounts, but she took the apps off your phone. So if you're one of Catherine's friends and you're wondering why she's not responding to your DM, that's why, because she deleted them off her phone. Yeah. She might get on it. She might get on her computer once a week and just, again, make sure nothing's wrong. But she got rid of it. And I did the same thing a few months ago. It is very refreshing. It is refreshing. Because you realize how much time you do spend on your phone. Yeah. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Your screen time a week is probably less than 6 hours.
A week? No, I don't think so. Because I do watch videos when I'm trying to do something. So like if I'm trying to figure out how to find the best replacement for something, I'll watch a review and stuff like that on it before I purchase something.
Yeah.
Just not mindless, but mindless stuff I don't really watch.
Yeah. Wow.
Like I reviewed a lot. I watched like 3 or 4 videos on the MacBook that I just bought.
Yeah. You just bought it?
Yeah, like yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one did you get?
It was the 2021 M1 Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it an Air or Pro? Oh, you said Pro. Yeah, I got a 2020 Air M1. The first M1 that they had. You like it?
I got it yet. It's shipped.
Oh.
Yeah. So
did you buy it from Apple?
No, I bought it from Amazon.
Oh.
So that's why I had to do a lot of reviews. I was like, is this going to be worth it? Because my old MacBook is a 2013, and I've had it for a minute. Yeah, and it's starting to.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't usually get new things. This is a 2011, or sorry, iPhone 11. Like I think I told you about
You should
that.
take care of yourself, Brian. You take care of everyone else.
No, I'd rather take care of everybody else. I see the change. I mean, this stuff is just things. It's not really. That's why I have an older truck.
How many miles are on that thing?
265.
Good God Almighty. And it's still fine?
Yep, still fine. Yep.
Chevy, baby.
Chevy, baby, I love it.
Are you a Chevy guy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's why we have mutual respect.
Thank you.
If you had a Ford, I don't think I could.
Thank you. Thank you,
I'm
Brian.
just kidding, Ford people. Y'all are okay.
You're
just
okay. Just
if you have
okay.
6.7, you're fine. But anything less, it's 5.3 Triton, 5.0, anything like that. No, sorry.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
My wife is on the phone and she's talking very loudly. Yeah, Chevy guys unite.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God. Thank God you're one of the good ones. People who buy cars from other dealers, I'm like, God, what's wrong with you? Just go buy a Chevy, boy.
It lasts longer. You still see them on the street today. I mean, you see my vehicles on the street. There's a lot of other ones that don't stay on the street for very long. So I buy whatever is reliable and can be used.
Yeah. American made.
American made. Yeah.
There you go,
True.
baby. What else you want to talk about, Brian?
Sure. Let me think. So a big thing that I think what made me here, like how I am today, is my mom, who is Catholic, Hispanic Catholic. She is very close to her religion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think not per se that religion is important, but that the morals that religion gives you is important. I think that really paved a path for who I am today, just having those moral values and wanting to give to everybody and not really receive is a good thing.
Very good thing.
Yeah.
You're a giver. Heck yeah. I was also raised Catholic, not Hispanic.
Yeah.
I'm very white.
Yeah.
Do you speak Spanish with your whole family?
Yes.
Or is it English when you're together?
Just mom's Hispanic.
Okay.
Spanish, not Hispanic. Mom's Spanish. The rest of them is American.
Okay. So you guys went to Catholic Mass every Sunday?
Yes.
Do you still go?
Mm-hmm. Still go. We used to go to every Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Wow. So you guys went a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow. I used to go, not per se school. I forgot that's called. Where you go.
Like Sunday school?
We did do Sunday school, yes. That's what it was, Sunday school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. I did that for 4 years. 3 years? Something like that.
Went through communion, went through
Maybe 1 year. I don't know.
confirmation.
Yep.
Yeah, I did all that stuff too.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get baptized?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I think I was baptized when I was born.
I was baptized at 3 or 4 in Mexico. I was a big boy I was a big baby for that.
You're a toddler at that point.
I know, but I was a big toddler. So I'm taller than all my whole family.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're a big boy.
And especially in Mexico, I'm super tall.
Oh yeah.
So they tried. Oh man.
You were an outlier in Mexico, bro.
It's an outlier in Mexico.
How tall are you? 6'3"?
6'2".
Okay.
Don't tell me that. Oh God.
On your dating profiles, it says 6'3" though.
Yep. On Tinder, I'm 6'3".
Hey, there you go, boy.
I'm just kidding. But yeah.
Well, that's nice. Give a little shout out to your mom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she appreciates that. Is she your best friend?
Yeah. She grew up. I mean, she's been through a lot. I know she's been through a lot. And she's older. She's had me when she was like 44.
Okay, so she's in her 70s?
No, she's in her 60s. She's 67 right now. So
Late
whatever
60s, yes. Catherine, same thing. Her parents had her when they were like early 40s, and her dad is 67, I think. 68.
My dad would be 78 right this year. Actually, he just, the 21st of October, would have been 78.
Would have been 78?
Yeah, he passed when I was 10.
Oh, I did not know that. That's why you said that you were the man in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering what that meant. I didn't want to ask. I didn't want to pry if he like left, but he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
How from? Can I ask?
If
you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's not that bad. It's he had a clog in his heart from artery clog. So basically, I think a heart attack or just not having circulation.
How old was he?
65. This was 10. I was 2011, so 12 years ago.
Wow. Damn, man.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
So you're the man of the house for a long time. Did you feel a pressure?
Well, my sisters are a lot older than I am, so they got married when I was 13 and such. So they've had men to help, but I was the one that was more mechanically inclined, so I did have to do the mechanical stuff. They were more
like handyman, like
yeah. I was more handyman. They were more just supporters, basically. So they had to go get food from the grocery store. They would go do it, not me.
Dude.
Like
I went, lesson.
Yeah.
I don't know what she was doing. Oh, she had a girl's day. No, she had a baby shower. She went to her cousin's baby shower on Sunday. Catherine did. And it was my responsibility for that day. No matter what I did all that day, I had to go to the store and get groceries for us. And Brian, I have never felt more dumb in my entire life.
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing.
What were you trying to make? Or just basic groceries?
Just the things we need. I have never realized, Brian, how much I don't pay attention to just basic shit. Like the coffee creamer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what kind of coffee creamer we have. We just have it. And I pour it and that's it.
Yeah.
Or what's another thing that I had no idea where to get? I wasn't an idiot in the produce. I knew exactly what to look for. I knew what good produce looks like and what bad produce looks like. Luckily, I had that. But dude, I had no idea what I was doing. I had to call her, interrupt her at her baby shower several times. Like, listen, what the heck is this? What's sauerkraut? Stuff like that. Yeah. Where do I find garlic bread? Well, that's easy. That's in the frozen stuff. But
I used to work at Publix and they've asked me that as well.
Really?
Yeah. They've asked me, where's the garlic bread? I was like, it's in the frozen.
It's in the frozen spot. But dude, I felt so stupid. I was like, God, so for the longest time we did grocery pickup. Like we did when we lived in Kennesaw, we did Target pickup orders and just did groceries. And over here we could do that still, but the closest grocery store is like not even a half a mile that way, and it's that way, and it's in Ingalls, and they do pickup, but nobody uses it, I don't think, and their app is trash. And so we just go now, and I don't know what we eat, dude. Yeah. I don't know what we eat.
I like Ingalls. Ingalls is a really good grocery store. They have really good quality fish.
I agree.
Yeah, you should try it.
They have great quality everything.
They do.
They have a great wing bar.
They have a wing bar?
Yes, they have a wing bar. They have a salad bar. They have a pizza bar.
That's pretty nice. Ingalls. I
know, dude. When we went there for the first time, I was like, there's a wing bar here? Yeah. Oh, screw Publix, bro. I'm shopping at Ingalls.
True. See, that's something I'm jealous about because you were talking about pickup. I don't use my phone enough or like really have like technology. I'm decent with technology, but I'm not, let me use it for this thing, like the specific reason, right? So I wish I could go out of my way and do grocery pickup. I feel like that saves so much time.
It does.
I feel like it does.
God, you could just get it on your way home. They put it in your car for you. All you have to do is text them and say you're here.
Because I've heard my coworkers do that after work, like on the way to work, because, I have one right next to me.
Yeah.
And they are away from back home, and they pick it up, and they just go. And I'm like, I'm here. I have to go home, look at my fridge, see what I forgot or what I need, and I got to go drive to the store and then come back. So by the time I really get home, it's like 8 o'clock, and I only have a couple hours to do homework and go to sleep. So,
are you a late night guy? No.
I try not to be.
Are you a morning person?
Right now, I'm somewhere in between. It just depends on how much I want to stay up for homework.
Yeah.
So recently, like this morning, I woke up at 4. But that's because I went to bed at 9 for being so tired.
Oh, yeah.
So I passed out when I got home from work yesterday, basically.
Wow. Yep. Oh, boy. And I keep yawning because it's after the work day.
It is after the work day. I'm pretty tired too, don't worry.
Yeah?
I'm tired.
I'm a yawner, dude. I was yawning all day today, but we were slow today. Mm-hmm. So when you're slower, you're more bored. Mm-hmm. So I was yawning all day today.
Yeah. See, when I get bored, I have to talk. So I go around just talking to people. I can't. I don't know why. I can't sit still for very long. But if I'm talking, I can.
Yeah, I probably bug my manager too much. Like I go and knock on his door, and I'm like, and I'll just like start talking. Like I'll be like, yeah, the bug's outside. He'll be like, do you need something? I'm like, no. And he's like, I'm trying to do some stuff. Can you just go do something else? I'm like, okay.
Are you a coffee person though, or not really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a coffee snob, but I usually have 1 cup a day.
I wish, yeah.
I mean, kinda. I mean, I always drink iced coffee. I don't drink hot coffee, unless it's negative 40 degrees outside. If it's like December and it's cold outside, like real cold, then I'll get hot coffee. But even now, like it's been like in the 40s and 50s in the mornings, and I still drink iced coffee. We make it at home. We have like a little iced coffee machine, and we'll make it at home on like a Sunday night for the whole week. We have like a pitcher that we'll keep it in for over the course of the week, and it's helped save money on like Dunkin' and Starbucks because it's easy to spend a lot of money at Dunkin' and Starbucks.
Yes, it is.
But every Monday, I've been getting free coffee because they do free coffee on Mondays. Brian,
where?
Dunkin'.
Do they really?
They've been doing it from August, and they're doing it through the end of October. There's only a couple Mondays left. There's only 1 Monday left.
There's only 1 Monday left. That's next week. You should have told me that. You didn't tell me that.
With purchase, though.
Oh. So I have to buy a coffee to get a coffee?
No. So like what I do is I just buy 1 donut, and it's like $1.20. You can get a free coffee, any size.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not. It might be just medium.
The venti size?
The big, dude, the large Dunkin' at coffee. The large coffee at Dunkin' is like this big.
Is it really?
It's huge.
Can you give me the biggest cup?
Let me have the biggest cup. It's like as tall as that ghost thing right there.
I'm down.
It's so huge.
Coffee.
Do you?
Yeah, I drink about 4 cups a day.
4 cups a day?
Yes, stems back from being a paralegal. I drink a lot of coffee.
Oh, true.
Coffee, so.
You ever an energy drink guy?
I prefer it actually.
Really?
But it gets expensive.
It does.
Because I have to drink 2 a day. I'm basically addicted to coffee.
You're addicted to caffeine.
Yes.
What energy drink would you drink?
Whatever's on the shelf.
Yeah, you don't discriminate. Anything. Dang.
Yeah. I drink. I mean, when I was in college, or I was still in college, but back when my party days, my go-to drink was Bang. But you
were a total frat guy, Brian. You're like Bang, dude.
Yep. It was a rough time, but. So yeah, now I just drink whatever is on sale because I'm a responsible adult. And whatever has the most enticing flavor choice, basically.
Okay. You ever have Ghosts?
Yes, Ghosts are great.
I love Ghosts.
Our coworker got me hooked on that one.
Yes.
First time
Yes. I think I got him hooked.
Really?
I forget how he got hooked, but
they're good.
On my bachelor party, there was a guy drinking them. And he got, I think, a bunch of people hooked. And I love them. Yeah, but they do get expensive. It's like a $2.50, sometimes $3. And I went and bought them in bulk one time. I went to a Kroger, and they had just like a new pallet on the shelf, and I just grabbed the whole thing. It was cheaper than buying one individual at QT.
True. Very true.
At QT, they might be like $3, but if you go and buy them at bulk at Kroger, there might be $2, $2.50.
Yeah.
So.
I would love to, but it's cheaper. Like I drink instant. We drink Hispanic coffee. It's not really Hispanic.
Like Colombian?
Yeah, it can be Colombian. Yeah,
I think that's what we drink is Colombian.
So instant coffee. So that's just what I have, or whatever we have at work. I'm by that coffee machine very often.
Really?
Very often. Yep.
Dang.
Yep. The coffee I drink at work is hazelnut. Look at the hazelnut boxes next time you go in there.
Okay.
It's the most.
It's just empty?
It's the most empty one. I actually have to tell them, like, hey, can you bring more hazelnuts so they're not, gone as fast? But I haven't told them yet, so I feel kind of bad because I drink a lot of them.
Really?
It's about a box a week.
Damn, dude.
And that's nobody else drinking it. That's just me drinking it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And it's black coffee, too. It's like straight.
Damn, dude. Anything else you want to talk about?
Not particularly. It was a good time.
Yeah? I got to know you.
Did you?
Yes.
There's more to know.
There is probably more to know. And I'm going to find it out, actually, because, Brian, towards the end of every episode, I have a list of questions that I ask every guest to kind of bring it back and just find where people are similar and where they're different. Sure. They're all fun questions.
Okay.
So are you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
I know you said you don't watch a lot of TV, but what is your favorite movie?
Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou?
Ooh, okay, good choice.
Yeah.
I posted this on Cool Leaf the other day, but I'll get you to give your answer for the people. F, Marry, Kill.
Posted on Cool Leaf?
Queso, guac, and salsa. So just rank them 1 through 3.
Yeah. I forgot what I put on that, to be honest. I think guac, Hispanic guac, not American guac, is number 1. I would definitely, you said Mary was one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, number 1. That's my favorite.
Yeah, number 1. Number 2.
And then salsa would be probably number 2, and queso's number 3. Reason queso's number 3, I'm lactose intolerant.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too. But I still
It's
power
good.
through it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Power through it, my bro. You get to listen to 3 artists for the rest of your life. You get their existing catalog and all future releases as well.
Drake, number 1.
Okay.
He's OG. I'll probably do Bad Bunny as number 2.
Really?
Yeah, because he has some good songs. The third one's going to be the hard one, dude. So I'd have to go Morgan Wallen. I know that's all different.
Really?
Yeah, it's all
You
different.
like Morgan Wallen?
Yeah, I'm white.
True. What's your favorite Morgan Wallen song?
Chasing You. Chasing You?
Chasing you.
Like a shot of whiskey. Burning. Is that goes?
Man, dude, you could be a country singer, Brian. Your voice is so deep.
My brother-in-laws they play banjo and guitar.
What?
Yeah. He was in a band.
Do for me the baby lock them doors and do it for me.
Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low.
Brian, you're
Put some music on that's soft and slow.
Oh,
my fluctuation is.
what time did that happen at? What 6? Oh God,
It's not the best, but I'm not a singer, so it's okay.
Oh God, I'm writing that down. I need a clip of that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh God, I have to make note of that. That's so funny.
Yeah.
You did that so well.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Oh, that was so
I
good.
actually saw
Brian.
Josh Turner in concert in person.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good time.
Dang.
But I missed that song. I was so upset. I went to the bathroom.
No.
As I was walking to the bathroom, like I had to go. I was drinking.
You like heard him.
Exactly. And I was like, God dang it.
You're like, no.
And by the time I got back, it was over. And I was like, did I really just miss that song? Oh my God. But the rest of them were pretty good. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's my favorite Morgan Wallen song? Dude, I wasn't a big Morgan Wallen guy until he dropped this new album that he released this year. And I was like, God, it's so good.
Which one is that? Because I've listened to his the one with the blue on the album. I don't know what that's called. I'm not good with album names. I just know what they look like.
What's it called? It's not Dangerous. That's the last album he had. The double album.
Let's see.
Whatever the one is that he's sitting on the front porch of the house. Whatever that one's called from this year. Ain't that some back road, Colorado?
One Thing at a Time.
Yeah, that's probably
I
it.
like Dangerous. That's my favorite one. I've actually haven't heard his new album yet.
Ain't what?
Yeah, I've heard You Proof. Yeah,
You've heard a lot of them. Last night we let the liquor talk.
Yeah, I don't know what we said, but we said it all. Something like that.
You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. Okay.
I don't know the lyrics word by word, but I do know.
But tell me, something tells me this ain't over yet.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Shout out to Morgan Wallen.
Good guy.
What does your ideal stress-free, obligation-free Saturday look like? You have
Saturday?
no obligations. You're not helping anybody with nothing. You have no homework. It's just a you day.
That's a hard one, dude. That's a very, very, very rare day. Shoot, dude, I'd probably just read a book out on my porch, to be honest with you. That'd be a great time. I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a good thing I'd do.
This isn't one of the questions, but what's your favorite book?
The Richest Man in Babylon is really good. Just because it's more of a story than a literature piece.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
It's not you do this, this, and this. It's more like this guy went out to do this thing and this happened type. That's why I like it. It's a really good book for people who want to get into finance or learn about finance to get started with. You just work from there.
Gotcha. What?
Have you read it yet?
No.
Do you want to let you borrow it?
Sure. Yeah, I'll read it. I'm in need of a new book, actually.
Yeah. It's a pretty short book. It's like 100 pages.
Oh, good. Good. Quick read then.
Probably 2-3 days. Like, hour or 2 a day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify.
Okay. What does success look like to you?
Ooh, that's a good question. So I'm going to go into a little story.
That's cool.
My grandfather we are really big in a city back in Mexico, and he set forth a lot of riches for my uncles and my mom, and even for me to use. I want to restart that again. That is my success, is being able to provide for generations.
It's a very good. That's a very good goal.
Yes, it's gonna be a lot of hard work, but I'm working.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. Ooh, okay. So we just talked about this. What's your coffee order?
My coffee order?
Yeah.
Black.
Really?
Yeah. You mean on a splurge? Or
Yeah. If you're splurging on yourself, if you're going to Dunkin', what are you getting?
Not Dunkin', Starbucks. Sorry.
Starbucks. Okay. Go for it.
It is cookie crumble, I think.
I've never had that.
Caramel cookie crumble. I don't know. To be honest, I just asked what's a good frappuccino they get.
Frappuccinos.
Yeah, that's it.
Milkshakes.
Basically. Pretty good.
What's your biggest fear?
Not doing what I just said with the generational. I think my biggest fear is really not being able to provide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's normal. I think a lot of people fear that. I do.
Yeah.
Not being good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing anything.
Yeah.
Not living up to everything I could have. I think all that stuff.
My biggest enemy is myself, to be honest with you.
I think everybody's biggest critic is themselves, biggest enemy is themselves. Because the only reason that we aren't flying high right now is because it's our own mental game.
Yeah.
It's deep.
It's deep. 100%.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I mean, I actually have seen something when I was a kid. One time, I don't know if it was just me being younger or something, but I believe it to this day. I was coming, so this is when I was young, so I was taking a shower in my mom's room, or her bathroom, and I was walking out, and I saw something like rummaging through her dresser, and it was this black figure, and it just freaked me out, so I just sprinted past it and ran out the door. Other than that, I do sometimes feel like there's a presence near me, so I would say.
Do you think it could be your dad?
Maybe.
That's really deep, but
yeah, it could be. Yeah.
You feel you still feel like sometimes there's a presence? Huh. Just watching?
Not per se watching, but
just like existing there.
Existing, yeah.
Do you feel it often?
Maybe once every few months.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like every day.
Maybe someone is watching you.
Maybe. I think so. I do believe in spiritual guidance.
I like that. Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, I think there's no way, even though I am a religious person, I don't feel like if it is true that the universe is as vast as it is, right? I don't know. I don't look at the stars and actually pay attention to it. But definitely there should be some life out there if we're able to have life as well. So.
Yeah, I agree. And lastly, last question for you, Brian, is what's next for you?
Dang, I don't know. Right now, I just purchased this house. I'm trying to make it a dream house as of right now. So that's top priority. Definitely trying to finish college and just continue with my career with our company.
Yeah, absolutely. I just thought of another question.
Sure.
Great answer for the last question. But the new question is, when you get home from work, do you change out of your work clothes immediately or do you leave them on until bed?
Yes.
Really?
Because I go straight to doing homework. Yeah.
So you just leave them on? You don't change into different clothes?
No, this is actually my normal everyday wear.
Really?
Yeah. I go out like this. Not like, on the same day, but like on a Saturday, I would have something similar to this.
Even those shoes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is my normal attire.
Not saying that those shoes are bad, but like they're some people might wear like a khakis, a flannel shirt with like Nikes or something. You'd wear those?
I actually only own two pairs of tennis shoes.
Really?
That's it, yeah. One's for lawn and one's for every day. Or if when I wear tennis shoes.
Damn, Brian, we didn't talk about enough if I'm just now finding this out. But we'll have you back for another one.
Awesome.
We'll do another one.
Much appreciated. I'd love to come back. It's fun.
Yeah, Brian, thank you for doing this.
Yeah, no worries.
This was fun. I got what I wanted out of it.
Really?
Yeah, I got to know you more.
I wasn't even prepared.
Now now I just respect you a lot more. It's not like I didn't respect you before, but now I just know a little bit more about you, and I respect you a lot more.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for doing it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, if you liked what you heard, subscribe to the podcast. You'll get episodes on Fridays. This episode will release, obviously, it'll come out this Friday. Awesome. So you'll be able to share it with your family and friends and coworkers or whoever in a few days. So if you like, you can follow along on Instagram, TikTok. That's where all of the clips go. So if you prefer to digest things in smaller doses, there's short clips up on those social media sites for you to share with your friends and your family and anyone who might find this interesting. Anything else, Brian?
No, that's it. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Good
time. Anytime, buddy. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.